Ladies and gentlemen, mm, I'm back. Got that hot fire. Today's update, I'm going to talk about Tenocoin. Tenocoin actually opened their pre-ICO in early January, and they sold out. So now they're having their public ICO sale, and they're going to sell 6 million more coins at 200,000 tokens a day. So the ICO is going to start in 7 days. So I think, yeah, it's about the 30th, or yeah, about the 30th. It's a really good program, guys. I jumped on this thing early. So what happens is, when you're looking for a program, you have to look for a program and be able to gauge, does it have the correct financial stability? Are they going to have a sustainable operating structure? Do they have a prototype? These are the questions that I ask, and these are the check marks that I look to go over when selecting the program. Here's some of the prices of the ICO, right? Now, before I get to that, here are some of the lending program that we all know and love that really calls our attention. Now, my sweet spot is here. I like that $5,000 to $10,000 area. That's just where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? So if I had got in at 50 cents, right, and I bought 500 coins, I spent $250, right? So now let's take a quick peep down here. It says in February they're going to open up the exchange with the target price of $15. And you go down to March, the price is targeted to be $35. So let's keep it modest. Let's say at $15, and remember I bought 500 tokens, times the 500 tokens, that's 7,500 that I would have equity in coins, right? So then I would take that 77,500, I can open up a loan and get that extra 0.24%, or I could stake the coins, and then once they release in March, then open them again at, instead of 15, you're doing them at 35. So after staking, you're going to have more than the 500 coins you have. And instead of doing, let's just leave it for argument's sake. Let's just leave it at 500, even though you might have 600 after a month. And let's do this by 35. So you're going to have $17,000 in March. And remember, initially you only put $250. And after 2 months, you got 17,500. That's without even popping in a loan. Let's scroll back up and look at something. Now, so now you graduate to another, with $17,000, you graduate to another tier, which you get a 0.32, and you get your money back in 90 days. It's almost, I mean, come on now, you can't beat that. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why haven't I heard about this program? It's because, see, Tenocoin, they have an actual product, right? They're not running some game. They got something that they know that works, so they ain't got to cut any corners. They don't have to hire and pay promoters, their expensive retaining fees. They don't have to go overboard with their marketing, because a good work, it speaks for itself. Now, this is something I really wanted to show you guys. And it says Below is one of the bots that we researched and developed. It earns $1,300 in just 5 minutes. We will run over 80 server bots like this once the ICO is finished. $1,300 in just 5 minutes. And they're gonna run it. So do that times 80 every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's big money. You can go on Tenocoin.io, come on down here, click on it, and see for yourself how the bot works. $1,300 in just 5 minutes. I don't know about you, but that sounds sustainable to me. If you have seen my earlier videos, you know that I'm heavily into, not heavily, but I'm into Davor. But I think Tenocoin is something that I think you can really, really diversify yourself with. I think it's a great opportunity. If you want to jump in, you got 7 days. Bitcoin is cheap right now, so you could, you know what I mean? So you can make your move and jump on in. Once you create your account, I'll put, well, first of all, I'll put the link below. You go in, register, and, you know, start getting your Bitcoin now because it's going real cheap, right? And then jump in and do what you got to do. Let me show you something else. All right, so here's something else I wanted to show you. Pagarex. Now, I previously showed you in my last video how you can multiply your money with Pagarex as well. Don't be afraid of the $2 price tag, because it was up to $2 right now. So don't be put off by that. You know what I mean? Just go in, get you a taste, come on out. I'm telling you, this is a good program too. This program right here, they have an actual product, they have an actual platform, they have a great team behind this product, and get in this. You know what I mean? Like, let me show you. For those who didn't see the last video, let me show you what they're working with. All right. So Pagarex, this is still open, guys. You still can get in and make profit. Don't worry about paying $2 because if the price goes to $15, you still going to make a nice profit. This particular platform, they are talking about going to $760 at the end of the year. If you buy it at $2, you still are going to make an enormous profit. Can't beat this. Jump in on this. I'm telling you, I've already put my money in. You know what I mean? I didn't go in too big, but you know, you can't lose. This is how the coin distribution is going to go. I already went over this, so you can check my previous video and you can see that, you know, they're going to have an actual card. Look at the tokens. The key when you investing in these platforms is diversification, right? You don't, you know, once you make your big hit and you got some money reserved, you could, you know, take more risk. But right now, you know, you put your money into, you know, let's say 4 to 5 solid programs where you feel like they are going to hit. And most, you know, you should be all right after that. I'm also, guys, I just told you about Hedgeconnect. They already had a few rounds of the ICO and they still have some tokens available. If you don't know, this is the platform that heavily invested into Davor coin. So what that means is if you invest in the Hedgeconnect and in Davor, you basically making money twice, because once one is dependent on the other. If they're making big longs in Davor, that helps the sustainability of Davor, which means Davor is going to stick around, and because Davor is sticking around, Hedgeconnect is going to stick around, right? So You must get your money into both of these platforms.